Hello my lovelies, today's list is all about top niche perfumes. So this is a very exciting list of my favorite fragrance season, and these are specifically unique niche fragrances that will make you smell just out of this world. So if you're new to this channel is all about luxury perfume, and I vlog from time to time as well. So do subscribe if you haven't already, and let's start this video with the first perfume. The first fragrance is one that personally I just adore for the winter time. This niche perfume is very special. It's Initio's Side Effect. I love all Initio fragrances, and let's be honest, I do wear them quite a lot during the winter season, but I didn't want this list to be like 10 Initio fragrances. So I picked one that I can't wait to wear. I've already started wearing it, and Side Effect is very special to me because it's got tons of cinnamon in here, and there's like this woody leveriness to this fragrance. It's very intense at the base, like there's this harshness, this beautiful like powerful harshness to it, but then it's got the cinnamon, this like red fruitiness. It's so addictive. This is really just to die for, and actually this leans a bit more masculine, but I myself love wearing more masculine fragrances. To me, they just smell amazing on women, and for example, my husband, like, he's obsessed with this fragrance on me. He adores it. He doesn't really wear this fragrance that much, but he's sometimes like, oh my gosh, are you wearing Side Effect? Because he absolutely loves this fragrance. So if you want like a wow factor, really intense and quite complex and different fragrance for the winter time, go for something like a Side Effect from Initio. And the bottle is just really cool. And I love how it's like not hard, but kind of like rubbery. I don't know, it's a very interesting bottle finishing. Next fragrance that is very special and perfect for the winter time, it's this niche fragrance from Roja, and it's called Roja Parfums. The whole idea about this fragrance is it's supposed to smell like an aphrodisiac. It's very indulgent, it's very sexy and sensual. It's got this like a little bit of chocolatiness to it. It's got beautiful white flowers. It's just so addictive. It's calming, but in a very like sensual way. It's a beautiful blend of flowers. If you love white flowers in fragrance and like really high quality, this is just so sexy. And I'll quote my husband again, but we discuss fragrances all the time, so that's why I'm quoting him. Is that for him, this was like the first Roja fragrance that he chose for me to wear, because he just really found it like very sexy, but in not like a dirty way, in like a feminine, like beautiful woman sort of a way. So this is like a beautiful, powerful woman. Stunning fragrance, really special, really high quality. So I don't see it like none of my friends like have ever heard about this fragrance. So let's see if you guys have heard of it. Maybe you guys are secret lovers of this fragrance as well. If you're not, you should be, because this is absolutely amazing. Next up is a Masque Milano fragrance. This one is called Tango, and to me this is a perfect winter fragrance because this is woody, kind of boozy, and you've got this like mandarin vibe to this fragrance as well. It's very indulgent, but again in like a, you know what it smells like an earthy cake. In Poland and in Eastern Europe, you've got a bit like a gingerbread, but like a proper, not, you know, like a cookie, but like gingerbread. It's earthy, spices, it's a bit boozy, it's a bit chocolatey, like there's dark chocolate on top. That is what this smells like to me, and that is what it reminds me of. So it's like a dessert, but it's more earthy than sweet, with a bit of sweetness, you know what I mean? A very special, very comforting fragrance, and super unusual. So amazing one from Masque Milano. Next up, we've got a straight up vanilla fragrance. Very easy, but yet so well done. I love vanilla fragrances, but there is vanilla fragrances that are just too simple and like they're just cheap smelling, and there's vanilla fragrances that are really beautiful, and sometimes they can be really complex, sometimes they can be really simple. This one is quite simple. It's called Insula from Jeroboam. This is like your just beautiful, simple vanilla. This is the Exclair, so it's quite an intense fragrance, which I also adore. Cute little bottle, perfect for travel. And there's something about it. This is like this cool, salty caramel vanilla, so delicious, perfect for wintertime. If you love gourmands, like, you'll love this. The quality is there, and yeah, just adore this one. Next, let's talk about another scent that is to die for during the season, and I like sometimes a bit of florals in my fragrance for the winter time, and this one is just the uniqueness of flowers I need in my winter fragrance wardrobe, and I believe you guys will adore it as well. It's Amouage, and I've got a little bottle of it. This is rose incense. This scent I wore actually a bit during the summer, but I think it smells actually better now. It's a bit colder. This is like a spiky rose, cedar, it's sandalwood. It's so intensely woody. It's like a really woody, spicy raw rose. Stunning. And there's a bit of smokiness in here. It's more of this, like, it's a pretty rose. It's not quite red. It's not quite like pale pink. It's like in the middle. That is what I see when I smell this. If you love rose, this is highest quality rose, super dimensional, super expensive smelling, not like your grandma's soap or anything like that. Absolutely to die for, especially during the season, because it's like rose, but then it's a bit smoky. There's a bit something heavier going on there that makes it special for this time of year. Next, I also enjoy this one for layering mainly. I do layer fragrances, but not quite as often as maybe some other people. I like wearing my fragrances by themselves, and there's only a few combinations that, like, I have to really love it to really just mix them all. So one of those that I love mixing is Instant Crush by Mancera. This is a scent that is extremely woody, transparent. It's ambroxan, really intense, really long lasting. And to me, this is like your masculine version of Baccarat Rouge, because where Baccarat Rouge is really sweet, this is like that same transparent nature of the fragrance, but it's extremely woody. And I do like that, especially layering with different fragrances, because you can really just make it a bit more, like, have more character. If you have some fragrance that is quite light maybe, or very floral, if you layer it with this, it's going to instantly change and just completely like become more of this like character, more maybe even like a winter evening scent. I love wearing it by itself as well, but I find myself layering this one quite a lot in the winter time because it gives me that projection and it just mixes well with other fragrances. So absolutely love this one. If you want a long-lasting fragrance, this one is just really long-lasting. Next is another fragrance that I actually discovered from a subscription service. I did work with them on Instagram, and they sent me like 3 of the this month's fragrances, and I fell in love with this one. This is called Tistar in Astra, and I've never heard of this brand, this fragrance, but all of the fragrances that they sent me I really enjoyed, but this one is my favorite. There's something about it. Where can I spray it? Now I'm like, okay, I'll spray it on my leg. Oh my gosh, that's so good. It's like, I feel weird smelling my leg, but okay. This is like boozy, rum, intense, just like earthiness. Oh, just chocolatey a bit, but the booziness in the opening is absolutely to die for. It lasts a really long amount of time, and it's very cozy and high quality. I have to look more into this brand because I absolutely love this fragrance. So this is like from Hoo-Ha, but they are the subscription service, and there's like they pick 3 fragrances every single month to send you a sample of, and this one was the In Astra Tistar. I actually don't know if the brand is Tistar on In Astra, but I really love the scent. I mean, it's something that I haven't heard of, so I like discovering something completely different so that nobody can wear it but me. And another scent that I actually recently featured me applying in my vlog. If you haven't seen my vlog, watch it. And one of you was like really laughing at me of how much I applied this fragrance. I used to be like a very conservative applier of fragrance, but this year I was like, I've got so many fragrances, like why am I using, like there's this mindset of me trying to save every single fragrance, and I thought, what's the point? I've got so many, some of them might go bad, like use them, spray them, don't be afraid, like use them and enjoy them while they are good and you have them, because they might be discontinued, like whatever, they might go bad, and you can't even sometimes smell the fragrance on yourself because you're just applying like 2 little sprays or maybe 1 little spray. So I started going big on my fragrance, and I just go crazy because I want to enjoy the fragrance. And actually, surprisingly, not that it's all about compliments, but I do enjoy an occasional compliment because I love fragrance so much and I love talking with people about fragrance. And since I've started applying more of it, I've seen like so many people just start talking with me about fragrance, compliment me on my fragrance, which is fun because I get to talk to more people about fragrance. So that's a little side point, but this fragrance is one that I crave. It's Unwash Boundless. They have come out with a women's version of the scent together. What was it called? Something. Was it also called Boundless? I don't remember, but it came, like they both came together. And I just didn't quite like the women's version, but this one I adore wearing on myself. I adore my husband wearing. There's something about this. I like how this is like a chai tea latte. It's super spicy, it's earthy, it's kind of festive, but it's not too sweet. It's got a tiny bit of sweetness, but it's more of this earthiness that it's just refreshing during the colder months, because most of these fragrances that I've talked about are quite sweet. So this is just a nice break, and I find myself craving this when I want to break from sweet fragrances. So check out the men's fragrances from Amouage as well, because I actually do prefer the men's section more than the women's. They are just, yeah, I just don't know why. The women's, I think they're quite traditional fragrances. Not all of them. Maybe I need to discover some more, but maybe because I'm not so much into florals, and quite a lot of their fragrances are very floral. Beautiful, but not my taste. I enjoy the earthiness of these men's fragrances a lot. Let me know what is your favorite niche winter fragrance down in the comments. Everybody wants to get some new ideas for fragrances to discover, so let us know, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.